What's going on, fight fans? Arcade here, bringing you guys a brand new video of EA Sports UFC 2. Now, I wanted to talk about, what makes what's this game missing to make it, better than previous titles. Not just the previous EA UFC game, but the THQ games as well. What is this game missing? And to me, as fun as this game is, I do enjoy getting knockouts. I do enjoy the submissions. I do enjoy this game. But it's 2016 and games are supposed to get better, not worse. And this game is missing a lot of content in comparison to previous titles. Basically, this game, as I say in my review, is a carbon copy of the previous title, just with a bigger roster. There's no graphical improvements. There's there's a few new modes, but that's basically it. It's basically a copy of the previous title, just like if you have the EA Sports game where you get the same game, just a new roster. And I want to talk about that. What is this game missing? Now let's go back. We're gonna go before EA got the rights to UFC. We're gonna go to THQ days, the Undisputed days. Undisputed to me was an amazing game. It was by far one of the best sport games on the market, and not just because of not everyone else is making UFC titles, but because the content. The career mode for the undisputed titles were amazing. They were great. They were extensive. You can do anything and everything in those career modes that you can think of. You started out small in the lower programs, and then you worked your way up to the UFC. Now I do like it better that you do with the Ultimate Fighter, but that's cool. But again, that wasn't bad idea though, to start off in a small promotion, then work your way up to the UFC. But also, when you got to the UFC, you got to pick what fight camp you want to go to. You got to pick between if you want to go to the Greg Jacksons or AKA or the Black Zillions or Black House or if you want to go to ATT. You got to pick between if you want to go to City Odong. You got to pick which fight camp you want to go to. I think that's a cool feature that I'm missing from this game. I want to be able to pick what fight camp I go to. If I want to be with the Greg Jackson or Black Zillions, I want to pick. I want to go to Black House. But you don't have that option here. But you had it in the THQ titles, which came out on the last platform of consoles. So you'll think we should have that and more when you have these new systems and more technology, but we don't. And it's kind of unfortunate when you consider that. And even better when it came to that, when you picked your fight camp, when you walked out to the ring, that's who was in your corner. That fight camp. If you pick Greg Jackson is in your corner when you're fighting. When you walk into the octagon. There's a lot of great things about the THQ games. It's unfortunate that THQ went under because they did produce a lot of good content, but shit happens in the gaming industry where you're just not getting that money that you think you should be getting, and it hurts your overall business. But anyways, back to the games. It was so much fun to do that. It was so much fun to have a career mode and you start from the bottom and then you go to picking a camp, and then you go to then you're in the UFC. I really wish and hope that the next UFC title by EA brings that back, because it was a fun thing to have. It was a great feature. Every time I make a video about career modes in sport games, I always go back to NBA 2K, because NBA 2K has by far the best career mode. The My Player mode is a very good mode. It's very extensive. It's probably the most popular feature outside of the online feature for 2K. And the reason why everyone likes it so much is because it's realistic. You start from the bottom, you work your way up. You have this side story where you become one with your character. There's cutscenes where you're talking to people. And the UFC kind of dabbled in that in the last game when they had you'd be talking to fighters via video messages, and you have the camp guy talk to you via video messages. That's kind of similar, but it's not the exact same thing. And I just think that's a cool thing to have. I would like for Matt to do that. I like for NHL to do that. I like for NBA Live to do that, and for the UFC to do that as well. But at the same time, the biggest thing that this game is missing that I want to come back is just that career mode, that where you're picking your own camp. I just like that idea. To me, it adds to the realism, and to me, that's what means as a sport game player. The biggest, most important thing in it is not graphics; it's realism. How real is this game to the real life thing? In the real life thing, when you go to the UFC, you have a fight camp. You go to a camp. You don't just start fighting and that's basically it. You train. No, you go to a camp. You go to Studio Dunk. You go to Black House of the Black Zillions or AKA or ATT. You go to a fight camp. You go to Greg Jackson's. You pick one of these. You go to them. And that's what the THQ titles did. Not only did they give you that, they also had a list of which fighters were in there. If you pick Greg Jackson's, they had like John Jones and all the champions who went to Greg Jackson's. If you pick the Black House, they show you Anderson Silva and all those went there. No, and not just that. If they do bring that back, I want them to bring in some of the newer camps that were not in that, like Team Nova, which which is a good team. Like bring in that team where Henry Barral and Josie Altador go to. Bring in Benson Henderson's camp. Bring in all these newer camps that are out there. Like Alec Quinton's camp. His camp has freaking Matt Serra in it. Matt Serra is one of the head coaches at that camp. Bring that camp into the game. I think it'd just be a cool thing to have. To me, it just makes it more realistic. And that's what the game's missing. Now, what is in the game that makes it a problem? I said before in my review, the issue with this game is the awkward pauses during ground sequences, when transitions. It makes it very awkward. I also think what's awkward in this game is how many hits it takes to knock out somebody. I had a 5-minute video where I intentionally didn't go to the ground. I intentionally didn't try to do any ground and pound. I basically just kept delivering heavy kicks and heavy punches to the guy's head. And he had fallen to the ground, and I just let him get back up, and did it repeatedly. And I wanted to see just how many hits it takes to ultimately knock someone out without ground and pound, without submitting. Just how many strikes it would take to just knock them out. And it's astonishing to me that it took an entire round to do so. A full 5-minute round is what it took to just finish someone off, to a point the referee just stopped it. And that to me is crazy that it takes that many hits. It's not like it was Gabriel Melendez or Antonio Silva or Mark Hunt or these fighters, Shogun Hu and Dan Henderson. Not one of those fighters who are known for taking a lot of punishment and sticking through to the to the end of the final bell throughout all 5 rounds or 3 rounds. But it was just a random created character versus another created character, and it just took that long to do so. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Like, I don't want to make it seem like I hate this game. I don't. I do enjoy it. It's a fun game. But, just like with any game, no matter how good it is or how bad it is, there are things that can be improved upon. And I just want to bring to light the things that could be improved upon. Because I want these games to be as best they possibly could. I'm not criticizing them just say bad things about them. I'm criticizing them because I want the next game to be even better. I want to make the next game amazing. I want it to appeal to not just me, but to everyone. And so we can all like it and enjoy it. That's it for me, guys. Thank you for watching. Peace out.